Okay, good morning and welcome to the IsaTools Pro Training call. My name is Diane Williams and I'm out of St. Louis, Missouri. And I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We haven't been here for a couple weeks, and just so you know, we will not be having this training call next weekend because hopefully all of us will be at NYKO in Phoenix, Arizona. So I'm pretty much today just going to do a quick overview of the dashboard, kind of attempt to let you know how the system actually works. It is such an amazing tool that Isagenix has provided for us. They just care for us so much, and they put so much into their associates, not only health-wise, but also business-wise. They want us to be successful in every area of our life. So if you're new to this call, just kind of checking out the IsaTool app, the way that you can find a little more information besides just listening to me right now is go to your Isagenix back office, hover over resources, and you would click on go to IsaTools. If you already have the IsaTools app and you want to upgrade it or downgrade it or change anything, you can go to the Manage IsaTools subscription here. But when you go to the IsaTools, go to IsaTool link, you know what, my computer's running extremely slow. I don't know if it has to do with the cold weather outside. Oh, you know what? I'm already logged in. I did that wrong. Let me see if I can do this. So you go to your Isagenix back office. Come on, computer. It's cold here. I don't know where you all are at, but it's been cold here. All right, well, anyway, if I can pull that up, I'll show you that. So this is your dashboard, and you're pretty much going to be able to do just about anything you want to do from your dashboard, but then it goes into a little more in-depth with these drop-down tabs at the top. So the first thing you want to do once you do get the IsaTools Pro is make sure that you have your site set up. And you're going to do that by clicking on each one of these buttons here. If you have a green check mark, that means that you have already finished with that task that you should be doing to set up your site. You can also set up your site from let's see, I thought it was up here, but maybe not. I'll just do it from here. Oh, I know. When you click on this first one, that's where it'll take you to just about all of them. So you can fill in your information. For your notifications, you definitely want to make sure that when you send out links that you want people to watch a video or, you know, listen to a podcast or read an article, that you have a lead capture page on. That's your next thing. So you want to make sure your lead capture page is on. It will automatically capture their name and their email address, but if you also want their phone number or physical mailing address, you can click on these. Make sure that you click on Save. Sorry, I never know where a good place to put those are. Click on Save whenever you change anything in here to change your, make your changes. So then once you have that lead capture page, you can be notified by the system that someone has watched your video or listened to an iPad or iPodcast or just even visited your website. And you can tell the system whether or not you want to be contacted by email and or text and or push notification. And you can do it whether they register on your lead capture page, they return to your site, they request more information. You can also set it up to where it'll give you a reminder or autoresponder notification. So you want to make sure that your notifications are turned on so that you do get notified when you have someone visit your page or watch a video that you send out. Make sure you are set up on your social network systems. Anything that you are connected with, make sure you put in your username so that people can contact you through these social medias also. For your email server settings, the IsaTools is already pre-programmed with a setup, but if you want to enable your own advanced settings, this is where you would do that. Sorry, but this is still something that I need to put on my to-do list because Steve Slacky let me know that a lot of times any kind of tools that you use like this could possibly go into people's spam folders. So it's better if you do set up your advanced settings. Like I said, once you send people links or your website and they click on it, they'll actually be put onto an autoresponder, and you can tell the system what kind of autoresponder you want to set up. There are some that are already pre-populated under the in the system under global campaigns. You can set up your own campaigns to set out, and I'll show you how to share. If you have people on your team that like to write campaigns or emails, you can. There's a way for you to share that without them having to actually send it to you a different way. Your other settings are just letting the system know what area you're in, because that does kind of limit you on some of the information that you can send out. So you want to make sure that your default language and market is set up. The mobile access code, when you do purchase the IsaTools, you would actually go to your Play Store or iTunes Store and get the app. It's free, but when they ask for you to set up your code, they're going to ask for a password, but you actually need an access code. That's what they're asking for, and that's what this is right here. You should receive an email once you do purchase the IsaTools. So it would be in the email, but it's also here on your back office on the desktop also. The IsaTools Pro does only come, is the desktop also. If you get just the phone app, I guess you'd have to rely on that email that you get your access code with. So you do also want to make sure that you upload a picture, a photo, because it's so much nicer for people to be associating a face with a name, face with a name, so that when you're sending out information, if you don't necessarily know them, that they know you're a real person, they know what you look like. So like I said, this is your dashboard. These are just kind of quick links here and down here that you can do things right away just directly from your dashboard, adding a new contact, sharing a video. You can put yourself up for a to-do. Once people do check out your website or watch a video, they're automatically put on the autoresponder and they're automatically dropped into your to-do box over here. So it kind of helps you stay on top of people that are visiting your website or watching your videos, reminding you to follow up with them. Just to get them to be removed, all you need to, like if you do the task or just to take them off, you just click on the little box here and it removes it. And also gives you a success box up here telling you that what you did actually did happen. This 5 a day, when these, every day these check marks will clear out, and it's just a way for you to visually see how you're building your business. Whenever you send out a video or you make some kind of activity from this page, like adding a new contact, one of the green check marks will be filled in. So you can kind of see from here every day how you're doing at building your business. At the top of the page, your contact tab is where you're going to manage your contacts, add new contacts, and import contacts. Just to let you know, under import contacts, it does give you step-by-step instructions on how to do it from different ways, from your email contacts, CSV files, uploading V cards, using Excel CSV files also. Once you do have your contacts in here, this is where you would find your contacts, and they are alphabetized by last name. So this is a place for you to check out like their more information on them. If you click on this green check mark, it just kind of gives you a thumbnail of what is in the back there, giving you their address and the last activity. If you click on their name, you can get a little more information back here. You can add them to folders. You can see how often they visited the website, how many videos they viewed. You can also, at the bottom here, see the contact activity. So you can see actually what was sent to them and the date that it was sent to them, when they visited your site. So this is a great place for you to see what your prospects, what your team members, anyone that you put into this database is what they're seeing, what you're sending them. This is also a place for you to send out the coaching email and drip campaign. And there's, like I said, there's many of them already pre-populated, and then you can also set up your own drip campaigns. Something I need to learn, that I am going to learn, is how to set up your own coaching emails, because the coaching emails that are in here, they're already pre-populated by the company. And I'll go into that a little more detail under the prospecting tab. But you can also directly send them an email straight from the contact page on each individual on the right-hand side here. You want to make sure that your name is in the contacts also, mainly for the coaching emails that I just talked about, because more than likely you're going to set up yourself as a coaching email, coach for the drip campaign to new customers. So your name and email just has to be in the system in order for it to recognize that. I'm going to come back to the prospecting tab just because it's got the most of what we'd be talking about. My sites, that's where you can find your personal URL links that you can send out to people. Your links are right here. This is our username, Team of Hope, but your username would be located right here. So when you copy this link and you send it out to people, that's what they're going to be seeing, either the ISA Lookbook, my ISA videos, or Start Your Life magazine. And both these last two, you can actually customize yourself, telling them what videos you would like in connected to that link. If you like to check out statistics, this is where you can find out stats on the different videos that you send out, how many are being viewed. So if you're a stat person, that's where you can find that information. Under My Business, the IsaTools offers you a conferencing system. There is a fee to it, but you can find out more information about that here. There's also a deductor that is included in the IsaTools Pro, so that would be the upgraded version of the IsaTool app. But this is a great place for you to keep track of your business expenses. And then the Shop Tools button here is for any of your marketing supplies, like your tear pads, your business cards. It's also got promotional items in here, t-shirts, water bottles, and those kind of things. When you go all the way across the top here, actually, let me go back to home because I want to show you something. The very first time that I got into this tool, I thought this Guide Me button was the only way of teaching me how to use this tool, but I'm going to show you where to go to if we're not actually having these IsaTool trainings on Saturdays. You can just go in and listen to, they're adding even more and more videos to it all the time. So it's kind of nice that they keep updating the site also. But just for my profile, that's where you can go in and change your billing, change any of your personal information. The team access, that's what I was talking about just briefly, about sharing information with other team members that have the IsaTools app and they like writing campaigns or emails or whatever. And a way to share that is they, or you, if you like to do that, would set up their own team access code, save the code, then you share that with your team members. And so they would just type in the team access code, join the team, and anything that is on that person's, like your email scripts, your coaching emails and drips, anything that they've developed will drop into your system also. Support, you can just email them, you can call them, you can give suggestions, or if you have any questions, this is the tab to use for that. And one other thing, on any page that you find the question mark with a circle in it, when you click on that, it's just frequently asked questions that can give you a little more information about the page that you're looking at. Okay, so I'm going to go back to prospecting. Your digital media, this is where you're going to find all of your information for your videos, audios, images, PDFs, books, magazines, and presentations. It's just a huge supply of, I mean, you could never run out of anything to send people. And there's just so many different things. If you want to find something in particular, like if you want to look up videos that have to do with performance or the AMP line, you can just type in AMP and search, and it brings up all the AMPed videos. So that's a great way for you to find what you're looking for. Go back to all of them. Just to let you know, like I said, if I'm not doing a training call on a Saturday, or if you just want to do this on your own, just scroll to the very bottom and you can find training calls on the app for the phone and for the back office. This is the back office training that I was referring to that I just found like a couple weeks ago. So And I've noticed a couple of these, they've actually, this transferring context, that's new, that wasn't on there, or if it wasn't at the bottom, around the bottom. So I see that they're putting a lot more Spanish videos in here also. And it's just such a great library of information for, even for you. I mean, I'm talking about myself too, just to go in and learn more about the product. It's just got some great information back here. There's also audios, podcasts you can listen to, images to use. These are a lot of your before and after pictures. Pictures speak volumes. But there's also encouragement, inspirational quotes that you can send out, put on your Facebook, whatever. The way that you would do that is, if you want to actually view the page, like some of these are, let me go to the PDFs. Like if you want the I can't think of what it's called, the scientific research on the heart healthy issue. Heart healthy. Can't think of what that's called. Clinic research. You can go here. Now, of course, you can't read it from here, so you would want to click on this right icon, right low icon, and that brings it up to you so that you can see it clearer. Like I said, my computer is kind of slow today. Okay, here we go. So you can see it a little bit better from there. And then if you decide that you want to share it, you click on this bottom left icon, and you can start sharing it directly to your social medias, Facebook, Twitter. You can send it through an email. You can develop a QR code. You can copy it. When you copy it, it actually gives you a link, kind of like a tiny link that you can share it that way also. Go back to my digital media. If you decide that whatever you're looking at you like, say you've already watched this video, you know that it's something that you want to send out, you can click on the thumbs up. That puts it into this liked folder over here, so it's easier to find, so you don't have to scroll through all the videos or images or PDFs. It's the ones that you know that you like are in the liked folder. You can't actually sort the videos and anything else into the folders that they already have set up for you. You can also create your own folder. Yes, you can create your own folder. You can edit the folders, taking out ones you don't want. So also under prospecting, the Twitter auto post. If you're on Twitter, I highly recommend that you set yourself up with this, because who doesn't like having, you know, something done for them? And the first thing you need to do when you're setting yourself up is go to the networks and make sure that you authorize Twitter to do this. You can send yourself a test tweet. Once you have set yourself up, it actually shows you what's been posted for you. You can tell the system how often you want to tweet. You don't want to just send out only company-specific posts. You want to definitely add value to anyone that's following you. So you want to put in some generic posts. You can let them know how many generic posts as opposed to how many business-specific posts. Your one-click emails, that's pretty much just like when you're sending out an email through your Gmail system or your Yahoo, you know, whatever you use for your email system. Your to-do tool, you can add your own to-do list in there. Like I said, you can build QR code builders and print out labels. You can build your own presentation builder. This is only with the IsaTools Pro system, so you have to have the upgraded version of the IsaTools. The coaching emails and drips. This is where these pre-populated ones from the company are already in here. They are a set of emails that when you set someone up on them, they start receiving these emails one a day, just kind of dripping on them, giving them information. The thing that I love the most about this drip campaign is that in order to view what you're actually sending out, you just click on the name of it, and you can actually see, okay, I don't think that's what the different letters that are going to be going out. You can edit them, but if you do edit them, that actually is going to change it's kind of like starting a whole new campaign drip when you want to edit it. And so what I recommend is that you definitely change the title. See, it tells you it'll create a new campaign. So if you want to continue, I just recommend that at the top here under the campaign name that you would change it so that you would know that that's the one that you want to use if you edit it. And so all you do when you're editing it is go through the letters, and if you decide you don't want that, you just take that out. Make sure you save your message. But what I wanted to, the thing that excites me the most about the system is that when you're sending these emails out to your new customers or prospects or your team members, in the letter, within the letter, there's word or words that are highlighted in blue. They are actually hyperlinked to, okay, this isn't where I can do that at. Sorry about that. Let me go back. Okay, I did that wrong. I'm sorry. Well, that is where you would edit it. But if you want to view it, you would click on the magnifying icon to the far right. And this shows you the letters that are going to go out. And like I said, the word or words that are highlighted in blue, they're actually hyperlinked to whatever that word or word is talking about. So in this sense, it's going to the weight loss system. They can choose on here, what they're wanting to do, lose weight, and it just kind of walks them through what they're going to get or what they've gotten in their box, and just gives them more information on what they need to be successful in whatever they're doing, whatever program you've set them up on. It's also a great way to start encouraging them with their decision to get into Isagenix and start using the nutrition. But it takes them to their system guide, gives them inspiring stories. I mean, it's just incredible the information that they're giving them, and it's already done for you. So I pretty much have only used the 2-day, the one that I was just looking at, the 2-day cleanse. So I mean, I'm more familiar with this one. I know that it gives out at least 2 pre-product emails. So I try to set up a person, once they sign up and they order their kit, I put them on that day, if not the next day at the latest, so that they can start receiving these emails right away. It starts encouraging them, it starts giving them, reminding them to take their measurements. So it's helping them be encouraged and educated about what they're going to be getting themselves into for the next 30 days at least. And so I just think that's amazing. This is one of the ones that has the coaching emails with it. So with the coaching emails, when you set them up with one that has the coaching emails on it, not only is your new customer getting emails every day, whoever you set up as a coach, more than likely it's going to be you, will also be receiving emails throughout the 30 days. Not every day, but every couple days, kind of letting you know where your new person is on their journey and giving you ideas on how you can help them, encourage them, and tips for you to be a coach to them. And also these letters also have the hyperlinks so that you know what it is exactly that they're talking about. In addition to the coaching emails, you also receive these user messages, which to me is my reminder to actually pick up the phone, send out a text, something that's a little more personal than just the emails that are going out. This way the person, I can't tell you how many people I've gotten in contact with, and it's nothing major, but if they're sitting there and for one reason or another, they're not having as much success or whatever, you reaching out to them and them being able to ask you a question and you being able to answer them, that is just going to show them that you care. They're going to know that they can talk to you about the questions that they have about their system. So you just definitely want to use this as a way to remind yourself to be personal with your new people. Like I said, you can create your own drip campaigns, and you can go in and you can edit from here. You can, decide you don't want that anymore and trash it. So whatever you want to do from your drip campaigns, you can do from back here. Your email scripts, that's kind of like if you like to send out the same email, not necessarily at the same time, but say I know I set up welcome to a new person. Well, I'm not getting all my new people in one day, so it's like I'm going to send out this same email multiple times throughout the month, throughout the year. So I can make one email script and save it, and then I can just use that whenever a new person comes in. There are some that are pre-populated back here, but they mainly have to do with trying to get in contact with them through the phone, and for whatever reason they weren't able to contact them. Can't even find that in there now, but okay, so just to give you a quick, I think I've gotten everything through here. I'm going to open up the lines. Well, you'll open up your own line at the end for questions, but I kind of wanted to try to attempt and share with you how the system actually works. So once you do have the system and you do know your link to send out, let's see, let's go there. So you find your link, your personal URL link. You're going to send out these links either in emails or if you're going to share it on social media, and someone goes to your link and they fill out the, see if I can do this. I'm trying to do this as I'm thinking about it. Under you have your landing page turned on. So your lead capture page is turned on. So the very first thing they get, the very first time they go there, is a landing page requesting their name and email information. So then once that happens, you're going to be notified by however you tell the system to notify you, either text and or email and or push notification, letting you know that someone has either visited your site, watched a video, they returned to your site, they request more information. Once they do that, they will be set up on an autoresponder and they'll automatically be dropped into this to-do folder telling you, hey, make an initial contact because this person visited your site or watched your movie. And then once you do that and you reach out to them and they, actually another thing, once they do fill out the lead capture page, they automatically go into your contacts. So you can find them by their last name under the contacts. You can, like I said, they will be put on a autoresponder that you set up. Let's see if I can remember what I did with that. That was under home, your autoresponder. Autoresponder. This is where you tell the system what autoresponder you want them put on once they fill out their lead capture page. So then, like I said, they're dropped into your contacts automatically. So now you have their email information. You can keep in contact with them. You can, once they join the business and purchase a system, you can go into their name. You can set them up on a coaching or a drip campaign. Just click on the one that you want. This is the one that I normally use. Have me on something, but I'm going to go ahead. I won't save it. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Okay. This is where you would set up your coaching email. So like I said, you have to have your own name in there in order for it to pull up that name and information. So then you would just click save. You would start them on their drip campaign. The coach would start receiving their coaching emails and user notifications. Make sure you hit save. I'm not going to save it because I have me set up on something else. Then they start receiving their drip campaign, and you stay in contact with them, making sure that they're having a successful experience. Check my chat here. I see something. Someone may have a question. Oop, okay, better if I go where the step-by-step videos are. Okay. Okay, to find this information, you go to your prospecting tab under digital media, under videos, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, that's where your back office training is for the IsaTools. Sorry, it's catching up. I scrolled down too fast. Yay. Sorry, my computer is cold, I guess. But hopefully you can see where you to find this. I don't know if you guys can see when I click on chat, if you can see the question. Someone was just asking where to find the videos on the back office training. Oh my goodness, 24 below. Okay, it's not cold here, it's a heat wave here. Okay, so I think I pretty much went through how the system works and everything on the dashboard. So if you have a question, go ahead and unmute yourself. And the way that you do that is take your mouse and hover over yourself, and a little, your microphone should show up. And if you click on that, it unmutes you. So if you have a question, go ahead and unmute yourself. Oh, see how I did something. I don't know exactly what it was, but my green check mark popped up because I did something on my site. All right, well, like I said, I'm not going to be doing the IsaTools training next Saturday because hopefully all of us will be at NYKO in Phoenix, Arizona. If you are on the Cepeda team, there will be a Friday night session. It's a motivational business service where you can meet Herb and Patty, and they're going to have a light Mexican fare for people to nibble on some things. It's going to start at 6:30. It'll be in the West 101 and 101B conference room at the conference hall. One more chat here. I have to reboot my computer. It's running slow. There it is. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, you're welcome. All right. Well, if there aren't any questions, I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I should just leave the chat on over here. Thank you, Farmer John. I learned something every time too. I would love if any of you have anything that you know of, or that if I'm incorrect in something that I'm teaching, please don't hesitate to let me know, because I'm definitely not the know-all on this tool, but I just love it so much that I am trying to share it with people who maybe are a little afraid of it. It really is so, I mean, I feel like it's pretty easy to learn. There's some things that I still haven't taken the time to learn, but for the most part, it is pretty easy. This is an additional. Yes, this is a fee that's once a month. If you get just the phone app, I believe it's $9.95, and the IsaTools Pro, which allows you to have the desktop, is $14.95 a month, and you can cancel that at any time. If you have purchased the phone app and you want the IsaTools Pro, that's where I was trying to get into my back office. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Go into resources and manage IsaTools subscription. Okay, maybe I didn't click it. I'm so sorry for my slow computer. All right, well, close some of these out. Maybe that'll help. Nope. Okay, well, that's where you would go to IsaTools Pro. That's where you would upgrade your. Oh, there it is. Let me see if it. Yep, there we go. At the very beginning, I was trying to tell you that this is where you would go to IsaTools, and there's a 3-minute video. It actually looks like it's new. They may have upgraded that. Chuck told me that they're coming out with a new app, but I'm not sure about that one. So your phone app is $9.95 a month, but the desktop, and you can also use the desktop on phones. That was another thing I wasn't 100% sure on. But with the IsaTools Pro, that's where you get the coaching emails and notifications, the presentation builder, and the deductor tax software. I was going to show you where to, oh, okay. This is where you would upgrade it. If you only had the phone app and you wanted to go to the IsaTools Pro, it would say upgrade, but we already have the IsaTools Pro, so it says downgrade. All right. Any other questions? Okay, I'll go ahead and stop my recording.